In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the locations and how to find the magic spirits and golden spirits in Anime Champions Simulator. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing as it's free and you can always change your mind later. Enjoy the video. So as we all already know, we can come over here into the champion city, and use these talent tokens and come over here to the talents and change your champion's talents just to make them stronger using these talent tokens. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is teleport here to the pirate town, which I'm already here, as this is the only world where you can get these talent tokens. And basically how you get them is you run around the map and you look for little spirits. They can be white or golden, and I'll show you what they look like if I just head on over here. And here's one right here, and this one's white. It's just a normal magic spirit, and this is what they look like. They can also be golden, so just be on the lookout for these. And if I go ahead and click on it, I can collect these talent tokens and use them on the talents, so I can just increase the talents of your champions. Now, as for the locations of these spirits, they can't spawn in this giant spawn area or in this area to the right of the spawn where there's the magic tree. So they can't spawn here. So you don't even have to look over here. And they can spawn over here in this area. There are a lot of different spawning locations over here, and I'll be showing you where they are. And they can also just spawn here in this like giant bridge, which you can see one right there. They can spawn in the statue area. They can spawn in like this main area, and as you just saw before, they can spawn like right next to these cannons. And of course, they can also spawn right here. And they can't spawn in that gated area when it's closed off. So you don't have to be searching in those areas where they don't spawn. You only need to be looking for the spirits in these areas where they actually can spawn. So basically to the left of spawn and in this giant main little pathway through the middle of the world. Now, as for where they spawn, they're never going to be spawning in the middle of like these pathways out in the open. They're going to be like behind crates or houses, just like this little one right here in the corner of the map. And usually they spawn, as I said, behind houses. So in over here in this to the left of spawn area, they can spawn behind this house and just basically behind these crates or wherever. So all you have to do is run around the map going along like the edges of the places where they can spawn. So as you can see, they're not here, and they can't really spawn in the open, so you don't really have to look in those areas like here. You can just go along the edges of the map and search for them, like behind houses and crates, just spots like that. And they can also spawn like behind these little marketplaces. And as you can see, I'm just running along the edges of this place, and here there's one behind these crates in this house, hidden in the corner. So that's all you have to do, just run around the edges of like these houses and you'll easily be able to find them. And if you just keep going, you'll be able to get a lot of talent tokens pretty quickly. And I'm going to try to keep looking for these spirits until I can find one that is golden, just to show you how it works. I'm going to be showing you guys every single one that I collect until I do find a golden spirit, just so I can show you how it does work. And you'll be able to see where it is in the map. As you can see, this next one is to the left, and every single one that you'll see in the future will be to the left of spawn and in that main world. We go ahead and collect it, and we'll go ahead and keep searching for these spirits until we can find a golden one. So finally here we found a golden spirit, and I'll be explaining how they work now. And as you can see, just off of all of those spirits that I just collected, they do follow that rule where they can only spawn in those areas. So if we go ahead and collect this golden one, the next two, okay, first of all, the golden one gives a little more talent tokens than all the rest of them. And basically how it works is you're basically chasing one golden spirit, so that one golden spirit will make the next few spirits that you collect be golden ones. So if we go ahead and run along the path again, around the edges of where the spirits can spawn, we'll be able to find it soon, and it will be golden. This is the second golden spirit, and of course it's going to give us more talent tokens. And again, we're going to keep going until, like, I'm pretty sure it's 3 golden spirits that spawn, and the next one is over here really close. That's super convenient. So this is the 3rd golden spirit, and again it gives us more talent tokens. Alright, so that was 3 golden spirits, and I believe that is how many that spawn at one time. So I don't think there are any more. We can check just one more time, and while I do check that, I'm going to be showing you guys the path that I take in order to look for these spirits. So immediately you just run left from spawn because it can't spawn at spawn or to the right of spawn at all. So you just immediately run left and you hug the corners and like the edges of the world and pan your camera out so you can look for spirits super easily in these corners. As you can see, there's nothing over here. So we go up these steps still. I'm going to the left of everything, so again, none of these edges or corners have the spirit. So we just continue, nothing there either. So just keep going, and I look behind here because there can be a spirit that spawns there. And then, boom, we have a spirit here, just having our camera panned out. And that one was a white one, it wasn't a gold one. So we now know that there's only 3 golden spirits that spawn simultaneously. And then again, I just keep going through this route, and I can see the spirit down there. But if it wasn't down there, I would just continue to keep going throughout all of the map. And then once I'm done, if there isn't a spirit over in this area, it might be up on these cannons, but it doesn't happen too often. So yeah, it's just a once in a while type of case. And if you can't find the spirit anywhere else, it's probably over there by the cannons. And as you can see, this spirit right here, we can just collect that again by panning our camera out and easily seeing that. Alright, and here we found another spirit here, and basically the main points of finding these spirits are they can only be in the areas over here with the boss and the statue and this main pathway where my mouse is going over, and they are only hiding behind like houses or crates, but like these barrels and these like market stations basically, and only in these corners of the map. So that's like the only place that you have to look for. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all you need to know. And you just keep running around like the edges of the map along this pathway, and you until you find the spirit, and then you just repeat that until you find it. And you just keep going through this pathway, and you'll just get a lot of talent tokens really quickly. And then you can go over to the champion city and upgrade your champion's talents. And now that you have a ton of talent tokens, you can go over here into the talents and upgrade your champion. So let's just go ahead and select this one. So here it is, and basically what you want to do is when you do these stats that you do have good, already good talents on, you just click this lock button and lock them in place, and that'll increase the price of the talent tokens and stuff by 2x for each one that you want to for each one that you do want to lock in place. So obviously you can't re-roll it if you lock all 4, because then you're not even re-rolling anything, but the max is 8 if you want to lock 3 of them, and then just re-roll the last one. But we already have SS on the speed and S on the crit damage, so we don't need to re-roll those, and we can just spend 4 talent tokens on re-rolling the damage and the ability damage. Let's go ahead and re-roll them again because I want better stats than that. And let's see if we can just keep re-rolling until we get like probably all S stats. So there we go, we got S on our damage, and now all we need is the ability damage. So we go ahead and lock the damage in place and keep re-rolling the ability damage. And obviously these are going to cost a lot more talent tokens, and there we go, full S's, and now we have an S ranked champion, and that's how you just use the talent machine. I believe we also started with 500 talent tokens before we started using the talent machine. So getting an S tier champion took around 50 talent tokens. I think you guys can go back in the video and check exactly how much I used. But yeah, it's not too much. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you enjoyed or this helped you whatsoever, please remember to like, subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.